Hi, hello, welcome to another video. Vivian the Midnight Crafters here. You're joining me from my bed because I am in crunch time. If you've seen my previous video, I just dropped off all of my inventory for the boutique here in Annapolis. That pretty much depleted the inventory I had in stock. I have another event coming up in 2 weeks and I have all of 25 items ready to go. So that's why I'm in bed crocheting as fast as I can to get as much inventory together as possible. I didn't want to work in my office because I wanted to be comfortable. I'm about to really get into it. So that's why you're joining me here. This is where I do most of my crocheting anyway. I was usually crocheting in my office for aesthetic purposes. If you prefer me in my office, let me know in the comments. If you really don't care where I am crocheting and you just want the content out, let me know down there as well. And so you're getting crunch time Vivian right now. You see I have my furls hook. It's the cute one. It's the moonlight theme that they had. And then when I work in Parfait Chunky, I have the glitter one that I've been using. So this is the 9mm crochet hook, size N for all of you letter users. And then this one is the 4.5mm hook, or G+. I love furls. I love using them because I like the point on the tip. I think this is called the inline hook style that I prefer to use because it's pointy. That's why I use furls. I have a referral link in my, what do they call it? The doobly-doo, the description down below. You can get yourself some furls hooks. They usually run sales as well. So get them while they're on sale. I myself am on a hook buying ban because if you've seen my recent reels, I have purchased over 40 hooks within a year from furls. So I need to, oh my goodness, stitch markers. I need to hold off on buying hooks for a while. Now I'm just gonna put this caveat out there. Once they release their Scorpio line, all bets are off. And of course I've purchased their Odyssey, but Odyssey is discontinued. So unfortunately, I can't purchase those anymore. My mom really likes the Odyssey hooks. I talk about my mom a lot. I love my mom. Hi, Mama. She's one of my biggest supporters on here and she watches my videos. And so does my little niece. Hi there, sweetheart. How you doing? Her videos, well, my niece watches the videos and likes to hear me talk. So I like to say a lot of things to keep her engaged, which is why I talk a lot. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Sister Midnight Crafter. Thanks for supporting me and liking and commenting and subscribing. Y'all should do the same. Be like my family. But yeah, like I said, I am working on getting things crocheted and ready to go. This is going to be my pattern, a Cheeky Beaky in Parfait XL. I'm testing it out to see how it works in varying size chenille yarns. I don't know if I'm gonna do worsted. I have pattern testers doing that for me. Shout out to my pattern testers. I had 7 people willing to test it out. I am just floored that people are willing to test my patterns for me. I started out with only 1 person wanting to test my Worry Wart pattern. Then it bumped up to 2 people wanting to test Grady the gingerbread. And now I have 7 people wanting to test Cheeky Beakies. I'm humbled and excited, and what I want you all to love Cheeky Beakies as much as I do. So I'm trying to get this pattern set and ready to go for you all, and hopefully you love it. But like I said, I have all of 2 weeks to get as much inventory together as possible. I'm starting with 25. Let's see how many I can get through. Oh, I did not count straight through how many plushies I made for the drop for the boutique, I'm going to go back into the inventory list that I provided for them so I can give you the number of how many plushies I actually made for the actual inventory. I'll put that here so that you all can keep your count the same as me, because I need to stay accountable. Like I said, if you watch my previous video, I'll link it below. My goal is to make 500 plushies this year. So once I get to that number, you will find out at the same time as I will, but I am well on my way. I'm making great progress. So join me in this video as I am just doing some market prepping and keeping you all informed. Enjoy. Okay, I'm coming back on really quick just to do a shout out really quick. I got this market planning notebook from Jen's Crafty Creations, not sponsored, but I am a fan of this book. It is so well developed and designed. It is just so cute, and it's just going to help me keep organized with everything that needs to be done. I've already started using it and listing out the event that is coming up for me in the next couple of weeks, and I put down the location, setup time, who's the contact, how much space I'm given, what they're providing me, as well as how much it costs. And I'll also list out the inventory that I plan on bringing. Of course, chickens, because Easter, and my cheeky beakies are going to make their debut. I am going to bring Yara the Yeti. I made a Valentine's themed one with the pink variegated yarn from Sweet Snuggles Light, but because I didn't add hearts or anything, I'm still going to keep that pink into a spring theme and bring it with me to sell. I'll make a floral one as well so that it all ties together. It's going to be so cute. I'm also going to start making dragons. I'm going to use the pattern from Amateur Hour. She is amazing. I met her in person and she is just so warm and sweet, and she is rocking the game right now, and I'm wishing her success and hope she continues to thrive. I'm gonna make some whales and weebies, some bunnies, and of course mushy boys and bees, and some other stuff as well. Is the progress I'm making on my cheeky beaky. I'm stuffing it currently. I will check back in with you when I'm all done and give you an idea of how it's going. Okay, I made it into the office. I needed to come in here because I need to film some short form content along with this vlog that I'm doing for you all, the behind the scenes. I finished the giant cheeky beaky. You know, had to do it in the jumbo yarn to see how it turned out. Just to give you an idea. This is Parfait Chunky and this is Parfait XL. You see the size difference? Still cheeked up and cute. But I wanted to get the size difference to see if it's worthwhile doing it in the jumbo yarn compared to the regular, you know, chenille yarn. And it is. I'm excited. So let me see if I can get them all in here. Whoa, hold on. So we have the chick duckling, the chicken, and the mallard, and the jumbo. Oh snap. I am so excited for you all to try these out for the spring season. It's not just for Easter, it's all for spring and summer. And if you want to make them a little festive for the fall, they can go there too. But these are the three that I have currently, and I have in my pattern that I've written, I have mods for the chicken, for the, this is called the comb, right? So the top for the chicken, as well as the color changes for the mallard. So I have the pattern mods for all of that in my written pattern once I release it. So you'll have all three of these that you can do, and my pattern can convert to XL. So depending on your tension though, the linings for your feet and your wings may have to change, but It's pretty consistent. Like I said, this was using a 9mm crochet hook, size N hook with Parfait XL. These are 4.5mm hook with G plus with Parfait Chunky. This used a 5mm hook or H hook with Sweet Snuggles Light or Chanel Home Slim. And again, 4.5mm hook with Parfait Chunky yarn G plus hook. I'm excited. I love my cheeky beakies. They're just adorable. Those cheeks are just the cutest. But yeah, I need to do some reels with them. I need to take some pictures so that I can have the samples of them in my pattern so you can have examples to follow along with. And I need to get back to crocheting again before Mr. Midnight Crafter comes home with the kids. So, fun times. Hi, you're joining me for another week. I am testing out my Cheeky Beakies pattern with a printed yarn, Sweet Snuggles Light. It's the Blossom. Yeah, it's called Blossom. Blossom yarn. I am just seeing what it looks like in different methods. Today is Monday, March 4th. Oh my goodness, it's March already. Happy March, everyone. But I'm trying to get some content filmed today, which is why my hair is out. I'm going to do some short form content for TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. That way I can get this all out for new followers. Right now, I'm thinking about filming a few videos, so I need to get some of my Cheeky Beakies done so I can film those videos. I also need to make time to eat. I keep forgetting that. I need to make sure I eat. I'm also, later on this week, making sure that I have the proper amount of inventory. I just finished working on making chicken bodies, maple chicken bodies in different colors. I need to go over my inventory list to make sure that I make everything that I said I was going to make. But that's pretty much what this week is going to look like, so you're going to join me for that. So, my crafty cousins, I like that. I think it might stick. All right, crafty cousins, let's continue on with this week and see how it goes. Hey guys, it's a pajama day. I am chilling in my bed again. I am trying to get through as much as possible. I wasn't able to get crocheting done this morning because I was busy running around trying to get things together for my new job. But I have been able to make time this afternoon to get things done. So that's what I'm trying to do. Pajama day means that I've just been busy market prepping, getting the stuff together. I can show you what I've been making if you want to see it. Do you want to see it? Watching Alyssa G right now, Lumiere Arts. I am watching her live stream. She's actually one that made me comfortable enough to actually start my YouTube channel, because I've seen how she's just been working diligently to build up her YouTube content, her social media presence in general, and it just made me feel like you guys were welcoming. So I said, why not I give it a try? But I'm rambling. Let me show you what I've been working on. I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tofu turtles. I have made 2 Peeps bunnies. These are going to go on the Easter eggs along with the chicks. And I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leggy froggies. As you can see, nobody has eyes. That's because that takes like a lot of time, and I'm just going to add the eyes later. I'm going to hot glue them or use felt eyes maybe, or hot glue the safety eyes in. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to secure them to make sure they stay put. But this has been This has been my Wednesday, pretty much, working on getting these things done. Oh, I didn't check in with you. So the reason why I'm trying to get so much done is because on Monday, I got an email from the boutique I'm a part of, the spring shop. It's here. It's called Here, and it's in Annapolis. But they let me know that several of my items got sold while over the weekend, and like 14 items sold. My All From Jade newest no-sew axolotl sold, a couple of chickens sold, a keychain sold, but the popular things that really did sell were the leggy froggies and the tofu turtles. I made 5 of each, and 4 of the 5 sold. So I don't know how many are left now, but at least 14 items that I put in the shop sold over the weekend. So I'm trying to restock and replenish those, on top of trying to market prep for my craft fair next Saturday. And I am trying to essentially double up on a lot of my small items so that I have enough. So for example, I'm doing 2 for the shop, 2 for my market. Actually, I can do 3 for the shop, 3 for my market, 1 for the shop, 1 for the market, 1 for the shop, 1 for the market, and then, you know, so on and so forth. On top of, not to mention, the bigger items I have to make. I'm probably, for larger items, probably going to make a lot of these small items with bigger plush yarn so that I could have the bigger items to sell, because, you know, people like the big plushies and holding on to them. I want to use the skinny chenille to see how it works up. I've seen so many people use it, and I saw, who was it? All From Jade said that they work really well with making a lot of her patterns, because she likes to use the worsted weight yarn when she makes her patterns, because it gives the intricate details that she likes, but it gives that plush, soft feel. So I want to try that. I'm excited to see how it goes. I might make some sea turtles. We'll see. I haven't made a sea turtle in so long, but I'm a little spurned. It took me like a year to sell all of the sea turtles that I had made with my sea turtle pattern from All From Jade. It's not that the pattern wasn't good. The pattern is amazing. It's probably the colors I chose, so I'll probably do some more spring colors. We'll see if I have time this week coming up. So hang tight. This might be an actually long video. Oh, it's 2 weeks put together. So if you're for it, Craft Cousins, hang in there and check in with me as I continue to market prep. Oh, and shop prep too. All right, hello. So it's Thursday. It's afternoon. I have been diligently working, trying to get faces on a lot of these plushies that I'm going to take to the boutique. I'm trying to drop them off today because tomorrow is Friday and it's Family Fun Day tomorrow. As you know, Fridays right now are the days that are designated that I am home with my children. So I needed to make time today to get through as much as possible. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leggy froggies ready to go. And then the 5 turtles ready to go for the boutique. I'm still working on the items that are going to be taken to the craft fair next Saturday. I need to replenish, so that's going to be fun. I have some work to do. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see it. Essentially, I've depleted the work that I've done, replenishing what I had at the boutique, what I would have taken to the craft fair. So I'll have to make time tomorrow, tonight, and this weekend to really recoup what I am submitting. Right now, I am taking the price tags and putting them on the hang tags to attach to each individual plush. That way I can have them ready to go for the boutique, because like I said before, that's the expectation that is needed so that each individual item can be priced and designated in the store. So that's what I'm going to be working on now, and then I'm going to run up to the store and drop them off today because I won't have time tomorrow and they're busy on the weekend, so I want to get this done today. So that's what's going to take up my time for the next couple of hours before everybody comes home. Fun. Hey, how y'all doing? So, brief intermission in the crochet vlog because my dog Lulu, I'll put a picture there maybe. Lulu ran away yesterday. Now, I won't say that we lost her. She escaped from our backyard. I put her in the backyard so that she could get some time outside and be to herself in the warm weather because she likes to free roam in the backyard. So I put her outside to enjoy the sun. And then the next thing you know, the kids came home with Mr. Midnight Crafter. And by the time we got everybody situated and Mr. Midnight Crafter went to go and try to find her, he was like, Lulu's not in the backyard. And I was like, what do you mean Lulu's not in the backyard? And so to give you understanding of what's happening. So our yard, the way the fencing is set up, the fences with our neighbors are like really close together. Like they share a fencing and it's made with wooden panels. And so what happens is the neighbor's side has large gaps because some of their wood paneling has fallen down. So I put up some metal like railing to essentially block Lulu's way from going to the neighbor's side, because when we first moved in, she would often try to run away. Well, not run away, but escape into that neighbor's yard because they have a dog too, and run out into the neighborhood. But apparently little Houdini managed to get away like around the metal protection barrier that I put up in our yard and still made her way out. So Mr. Midnight Crafter went to try to find her last night, couldn't. I went out to try to find her last night. I like tracked the whole neighborhood, even the 2 neighborhoods over, trying to see if we could find her. No luck. So I'm constantly checking the cameras to see maybe she'll just prance her way back home. Mr. Midnight Crafter's looking out the windows. It was a rough night for us last night. I just checked our local animal shelter's website to see if they had any information, and apparently they have a black female Chihuahua who's about 10 years old who was just brought in to the shelter. So I'm going to check to see if it's her. Hopefully it is, because I don't know what will happen if we cannot find this little dog. She has been our baby since April of 2020. And I hope she's there. I'll fill you in once I get more information. Okay, I am back in my workspace. I'm still chilling out in my room. I will make it back to the office, I promise. I will. It's just that I'm in this heavy market prep mode. And when I get into heavy market prep mode, I like to be comfortable and I want to have TV playing in the background. And I only have one TV in my house and it just happened to be in my bedroom. So here I am. Right now I am working on turtles. I have 3 turtles crocheted together. I just gotta add eyes. I'm not sure if I want to do embroidered, felt, or hot glue safety eyes in, which is why they're all without their eyes. So I have green, pink, purple, working on the blue one, and then I'm gonna work on the red one. I wanted to do a yellow one, but I don't know if it would sell. So we're up in the air with that. We'll see. I am nowhere near my goal of everything that I wanted to have crocheted by this weekend, but we're getting there. I did run down to the animal shelter to check to see if Lulu was down there, and sure enough, wouldn't you know it, she's there. Why is she not here with me? Glad you asked. So I'll crochet while I tell you this story. So I made my way down to the animal shelter and they informed me that, of course, I had to show them proof of ownership, which I had. And they looked and said, oh, she needs a rabies shot. I was like, well, I took her to the vet June of last year and they said that she didn't need one just yet. She's due for a rabies shot in April of this year, which the documents I had did state. And they said, well, because her vaccination for rabies is about to expire, she needs a new one. So we got to charge you for that. Then they said, oh, is she licensed? That was a new terminology for me, having my dog licensed. I know about pet insurance, but license, different. They're like, if she lives in the county, she needs to be licensed. I was like, no, I don't have my dog licensed. So they said, well, that's a citation. Yeah, a citation, as in they gave me a ticket for not having my dog licensed. They specifically said failure to license. And then they asked me, did she get out? I was like, yeah, they found her roaming. And so I got another citation for running at large. So when you consider all of it together, I got 2 citations. I got a licensing fee that I had to pay for a license. I had to pay for boarding while she is at the facilities because they housed her for all of 3 hours. I had to pay for that. And I had to pay to get her a rabies shot. It all came out to be about $130. And then I was informed, oh, there's no veterinarian currently working, so she can't get her rabies vaccination just yet. You have to come back tomorrow to come get her. They informed me that they're not going to charge me for having her extra night, but they just want to let me know that they can't let me get her back until she gets her vaccination. So that we did find her. That's the good news. We did find her. She is safe. She is well. Some good Samaritan apparently kept her overnight and brought her in this morning to the animal shelter, which I figured would happen because she's just adorable. She's just lovable. She's the type that if she sees a stranger, she'll walk up to you, prancing her little trot, and then do this whole layout and fawn and say, love me, pet me, care for me. And people eat it up because she's only like yay big. Like she's a good 13 inches if you include her tail. And she weighs 10 pounds soaking wet. So my little Lulu. Oh, let me tell you her actual name and you might get an idea of the personality she has. So when we adopted her, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we adopted her, we were told her name is Cthulhu. Yeah, like the H.P. Lovecraft ancient deity from the deeps. Yeah, that Cthulhu. That Cthulhu. She is named after that Cthulhu, but her nickname is Lulu. And we thought it was ironic that this little dog had such a big name. And when we adopted her, we were like, oh, it's just ironic because she's so small. It's like naming a big guy tiny, you know, those type of jokes. No. She has the personality to match the name Cthulhu. She is to be feared, revered, respected. She is to be heard. If you do not heed her warnings, you will pay the price. I guess she gets it from her Chihuahua side, because her Jack Russell Terrier side makes her lovable. But ooh, that Chihuahua side, ooh, my goodness. No hate to the Chihuahuas, but from what I've seen, Chihuahuas are passionate. Do any of you have Chihuahuas? Any of you have any pets? How are your pets' personalities? What do? Are they laid back and chill? Are they playful? Are they nonchalant? Mine is a big ball of anxiety. So that's what I love her. She's adorable. Had her, like I said, since April of 2020. But man, oh man, has she given me a run for my money. But yeah, that's been my day. Checking to make sure she's safe and trying to get some crocheting done. I'm trying to get at least 5 turtles completed. Hopefully I can get the 5 done. If you are looking for events to work, like craft fairs or events in the similar manner, check out your volunteer fire departments. They have them year round. Essentially, those are their fundraisers. So they are always hosting them, and they're demographic ideally that would want craft fairs and would pay prices for handcrafted items. I know I've worked a couple of them at the volunteer fire departments because, like I said, many times when I go, they're doing a fundraiser, so the prices for the vendor fee is relatively cheap. I can see most of the times when I look for events, I try to get events that are less than $75 because I'm trying to turn a profit, and paying $100 plus for events that don't even last more than a day, I don't really see it being profitable for me. There have been a couple of times where they caught me and I was like desperate to do events, and I paid $100, and I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson quickly that paying $100 for events that are only one day is not worth it. Oh, I'm told you, stream of thought conscious. This is a long video. Just to catch you up, last time I filled you in about my boutique run, I did a restock, of course. This was last Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So last Thursday, I did a restock on my inventory at the boutique. And while I was there, it just so happened that there were customers who were shopping, and of course the store owner was like, yes, I use local artists and that sell what they have, because the customers are asking where does the owner get all of these items, because there's a lot of lovely artwork and like clothing and cute stickers and other local items from local artists and vendors. So if you're in the Annapolis area, check out Here. That's the name of it. Check out Here. Well, it's not called Check Out Here. It's called Here, a pop-up shop. This is the name of it, and this is their Instagram name. So if you want to check them out, I'll link them below so you can check it out. They'll still be around for another couple of weeks in the location that they are. Well, at least that's what I know. going on a tangent, sorry. Anyway, while I was there was this nice older woman who was just fascinated by everything in there. And she, while the owner was introducing her to me, she looked at all my stuff and I showed her my Jumbo Humble Bumble. You know, the one that I've had forever. She saw it and she's like, oh, I have a granddaughter who loves bees. And she said, this is perfect. She's like, oh, what else do you have? And I showed her the other items that I brought in. She said, oh, do you have an elephant? And it just so happened I showed her Eloise, the elephant. And she had a hard time choosing between the elephant and the bee. And it was one of those things where I was like, while I appreciate you loving my artwork, I don't want to be here while you're making this decision. It's kind of intimidating to have my artwork judged while I'm here to see you do it. The whole point of me doing the store was so I didn't have to face the people while they looked at my artwork. Which, you know, I do at craft fairs and events, but I also have a support system around me to help me get through it. And I put on my battle armor, if you will, for those type of events where I prep myself the night before and I have like tables in between us, so I feel like I have some type of protection to help keep me safe, and I have the barrier so that I have something to keep me stable. But in the store, nope, it was just her standing 4 feet away from me, just arms reach, essentially, judging my elephant versus my Jumbo Humble Bumble. But she bought the bee, so it turned out to be a positive experience. I will say that. It was funny because I had just brought in that bee. That was the first time I had stocked the store with the Jumbo Humble Bumble, and as soon as I brought it in, it sold. So I was happy to see that it sold because, like I said, I've been holding on for a long time. Now, the thing is, there is a percentage that the store does take out, but you know what? A good portion of the things that I brought into the store probably would have still been sitting in my inventory unsold. So having that opportunity to have it in the store so that other people can see it actually is working out for me. I also, I tell you, working in this opportunity with the store has really made me feel good about my work. The All From Jade axolotl that I made, remember the one from the No Sew family? The owner texted me and said, hey, the customer who bought your axolotl wants another one. Is it possible you can make another one? I said, absolutely. Do they want a different color? No, they wanted exactly what I made. So if you are looking for an ideal pattern that will sell well, get you the All From Jade No Sew axolotl family, because that will really do well for you, whether you do it in a store, sell it on your website, sell it at craft fairs. And it has so many different sizes. It has the mama size, the daddy size, the baby size, and child size. So it's the medium size that is actually the craft fair market friendly one. But any of those sizes would sell at the markets or any other event that you work. I'm not sponsored. I just really like All From Jade's patterns because she does a phenomenal job whenever she writes them. But if you are looking for advice from me, I'd say when working on them, do it in a time frame that you feel comfortable doing it. Because that's the other thing I shot myself in the foot with. The customer wants the second axolotl before Easter. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I can do it. Just let me get my second cup of coffee. That's going to be one of those all-nighter type of projects I'm going to have to work aside from also trying to get ready for a market on top of getting ready for a 2-day market event next Saturday. Why did I agree to it? Because I don't like disappointing people, and I always feel like I can make someone's day as long as I am the only one suffering. Yeah, that's my personality trait. But another good thing that came from it, I did stand firm in this circumstance. The owner came back and asked me, hey, I have another customer who wants to know, can you crochet ravens? Of course I can crochet ravens. I'm in Maryland. Hello. Like, crabs, ravens, like those are going to be the things that I know are going to be wanted through and through. Oh, and Orioles, you know, Baltimore Ravens, the Chesapeake crabs, is the blue crab is always a good go-to for up here, and the Oriole, you know, like the baseball team. But I told her, yes, I can crochet a raven. However, depending on when the customer wants it, I won't be able to work on any commissions until after Easter. See, I kept firm. She was like, oh, the customer doesn't care. That's fine, you can work on it after Easter. Oh, okay, cool. As long as they're okay with me not getting it until after Easter, then yeah, I'll work on it. So that's 2 commissions that I've gotten through this shop that I would have otherwise never have gotten if I didn't stick my toe in this uncharted waters for me. I am delighted and excited that these opportunities are here. I'm just hoping that I don't squander them. You know, a lot of good is happening for me. I don't know if you all are in similar situations like me, but I get anxious when good things happen back to back because I'm just so used to having the other shoe drop when I least expect it. So I'm hoping that this shoe doesn't drop, if lack of a better analogy. I'm just here enjoying the ride as best as I can. And I don't know if you all noticed, we are almost at 900 of us here. Looky here, Craft Cousins. We are growing this family, and I am just elated to have you all here. Welcome all 890 of you, from my day ones to my 1 days. I appreciate each and every one of you. It's one of those things where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's one of those things where when I started this YouTube channel, it was just so I could hold myself accountable for the things that I do, like running this business and making sure that I had something motivating me to keep going. And now it's turned into something more. It's turned into a community. It's turned into almost like, what do I want to say? It's a safe place for me almost, where I feel like I can have these conversations with you all and you all be open and receptive and welcoming and receive what I have to give. And I appreciate each and every one of you for it. Would I like to get monetized for it? Of course, who wouldn't? You know, you put your life out there for others to be a part of, and you want to get some compensation from the big people at YouTube. But I am just as happy doing it with just who is here to hear me hear what I have to say. It doesn't even have to be completely a situation where I have to make money every single thing that I do. I know that's the hustle culture of the United States of America, but having this hobby of YouTube without the expectation of actually making any financial gains from it, it's kind of refreshing, because I'm not feeling that pressure to have to always make something, making content constantly, because I remember doing that. And I have this app, it's called vidIQ, And don't get me wrong, the app is brilliant for those who want to make YouTube or content creation their full-time job. I get it. It's something worthwhile doing. I paid a subscription for it for 1 month to see if they could help me improve my YouTube skills. When I tell you that was one of the most stressful times I've had to go through in this YouTube journey, mainly because they would constantly show me where I was failing. And it wasn't one of those things where it's like, hey, this is where you can improve. It was more like, hey, this is your competitor and this is how they're doing better than you. This is where you're not doing well. Oh, you want to have this many watch hours? You're not going to reach that until March, April, June, October. Like, look, I'm doing what I can with what I have. I want to make content that I like based on things that I like to do. But they kept showing me other things, like maybe you should switch your focus on what you're producing. Maybe you should do something in a topic that many people want to watch. Maybe you should do hashtags or SEOs for things that people are actually looking up. I'm like, you know what? If no one's looking up my crochet, I know my community is. If no one is checking for me, I know my craft cousins are there to watch me, because at this point, trying to please the masses is just going to make me miserable. And I need to do things my way, the way I like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish this turtle and check back with you guys later. All right? See you then. So, she was at the shelter. It was a new day, like I said. We got her. So, of course, look how lovable she is. Somebody probably saw her wandering around and then just picked her up. But Lulu is coming home. I'm glad. Oh, yes, baby. I know. She's coming home now, so we can all rest at ease. And I'm sure she is just waiting to get back to her bed and everything. And I'm sure she misses her food too, because we made sure we got the food that she liked. So I'm gonna get back to crocheting and the vlog and get ready for market day this Saturday. Hi, coming to you from, well, my car. I am sitting in the drive-through at my bank because I need to get some money out for the craft fair on Saturday. I need to get some change because taxes, and I need to get like $100 in like ones, fives, tens, so that I can actually give out the change when people pay in cash. Most people pay with card, but I always like to be prepared for multiple forms of payment, and cash seems to be that one area where many people still prefer. If they don't have anything big they want to buy, they usually use cash, and children use cash all the time. So I'm sitting in this line getting ready to get some money out as soon as I can get through. I'm just hoping that I can get back to the house and finish up the whips. Those works in progress get me every time. It's one of those things of, I make the crochet bodies, but when it comes time to add the eyes and the extra accenting pieces, like the combs for the chicken or anything like that, I always put that off to the last minute, and I always kick myself because I do. But that is what it is. Let's keep this ball rolling. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So you don't see a updated market video because I didn't do the market this past weekend. Long story short, a lot of things happened within the last week that prevented me from actually finishing my basket of whips, so I didn't have any products to really take with me, and it was stressful trying to compensate, trying to figure out what to do. So Mr. Midnight Crafter and I had a conversation, and we came to the conclusion that it's in our best interest not to do that craft fair and just focus on the one that's coming up, the 2-day market that's coming up, and have the products ready to go for that one. So that's where this video will end. just give you an idea of why we came to that conclusion. As you saw, Lulu ran away, so that took up 3 days of market prep time that I had. I had to get registered and go up to Baltimore to get fingerprinted for my new job, so that took up a day and a half of market prepping. I had to get Little Midnight Craft to register for school, so that took up a day and a half. So you see that all that time adds up, and that was the time I needed to actually do a lot of the market prepping. I'll show you what I've already have done so that at least you'll understand what I'm going with for next week and have ready to go. Here I have some bees and they're missing eyes. Some of them have eyes though. Like, see, some have eyes ready to go. I made 20 of these little bees total. These are the pattern from Jen's Crafty Creation. It's a free pattern that she has on her Instagram. So I made like 20 of these in different colors. So all I gotta do is add like eyes to like 8 of those. 12 of them already have eyes. I might not add eyes. You know, I might embroider eyes. What do you think? Adding eyes, no eyes, child safety in mind. What do you think? And here, is the basket of whips that need to be completed. As you recall, they're in varying states of completion. Some just need eyes. Some need to be stuffed and have eyes. Some just need to be completed all together with all the attachments. Anywho, join me for that video as I try to finish up my market prepping for the next upcoming market I have at the end of the month, as well as, you know, just general life updates. And I'll see you next time. But until next time, goodbye, farewell, and please take care.